Hello Pisces, welcome to your reading, Inner Alchemist Tarot. My name is Muriel, and before we get into this reading, we're going to connect to our guides, our ancestors, the highest beings of light, anyone that wants to join into our reading from the non-physical and the living in their consciousness, and just bringing your awareness to them and breathe into your heart space. Okay, and thank you for joining in here. Thank you for liking and subscribing to the channel as we continue to have this expand and grow, and others being able to find these videos. I hope you're doing well today. I hope that you slept well. If you didn't, that's okay, because you'll probably get a better night's sleep tonight. There's a lot of motions moving through all of us right now at this time. There's a lot of things going on in the world, and they continue to speed up in this year. So we're going to be entering midwinter here in the northern hemisphere and midsummer in the southern hemisphere. So, okay, we're going to draw some card oracles before we draw the tarot to see where the energies are at, and these oracles are going to complement the tarot cards. Okay, so what do we have from? This is the Cosmic Dancer deck. And thank you, Spirit, for these messages again that are about to come forth. Find your motivation. This is the energy oracle here. Find your motivation. Yeah. What motivates you? That's master number 11 too. Financial constraints, number 13. 13 is a very good number. Okay, so that's interesting. That's on financial constraints right there. This is the Yin Yang Oracle. Let's see what other energies are coming up with these oracle cards here. Oops. What do we have? Control tactics. That's quite the image. Guarded vulnerability. Don't know until we draw the tarot and really start looking at these cards, but I'm already seeing something here that's pretty intense. We're going to draw another energy oracle card here to see a house energy. It could be someone around you, let's see, that is influencing you, a group of people, or simply your own energy that you're not aware of. So let's see. Action. Ooh, okay. Find your motivation is the first card we drew for you. And so I'm sensing that right here, right off the bat, that this action card is your own energy is showing up here. Okay, Pisces, what is happening here? We have find your motivation. Let's just bring this closer for now. I'll push it back up in just a little bit. Find your motivation. Financial constraints. Something that's feeling like you're constricted financially. There's this control tactics here. There's a man here feeling like he's being stepped on by this woman's heel. There's a lot of energy. The sexual energy is here, obviously. Someone's trying to take control. It could be your own energy. Guarded and vulnerability. It might be because of that. Some kind of insecurities you may be feeling because of this financial constraints. Motivation, as you can see this in this here, she's taking action. So she's got a bow and she's taking action towards this financial constraints here. Really taking, because I feel this, Pisces, is what's going on, is that I feel that when it gets to a point and you can't take it anymore and it really starts building up, and it builds up and builds up, and then you finally have an explosive time, because you can't fake it, basically. You can't always be positive all the time unless you actually feel that. You can't fake being positive. So it builds up and builds up and builds up, and eventually it just comes out. And I feel like this Find Your Motivation is doing that. It's finally taking the action, which is saying right here, which is, I feel like that's the house energy. That's your own energy surrounding you. And you're finding the motivation to finally move forward from this financial constraints that's happening here. It doesn't feel good after a while. It just builds up, and you do something about it. This control and tactics, again, maybe that vulnerability, feeling guarded with your energy, that you're feeling like sexual energy is, it's one of those things. It's keeping your energy to yourself instead of stepping on somebody. It might be somebody that's around you. It could be somebody that's doing that to you. But I feel this energy right here is pretty much your energy going on. And there's been a buildup of energies, and you may have felt it in the middle of the night in your dream space. You may have felt it. You may have woken up in the middle of the night and had some thoughts, and you finally just can't take it anymore. And when you can't, you ask Spirit for help. And generally that's how it happens here. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw from the Light Seer Tarot and get some clarifier cards and see what we're looking at. Okay. Sometimes you just gotta just be honest with yourself and have one of those nights, even waking up in the middle of the night and being honest with yourself and being negative and asking Spirit for help and crying a little bit, releasing some of that stuff. That motivates you away from the constraints of what you've been feeling. And when you're feeling vulnerable, it feels like you're like, wait a second, the world's coming at me. I need to do something about this. So there might be some build-up of that going on. That action card is really interesting that I'm seeing here, because there's polarities. There's the black and the white horse. And it looks like that white horse is really running for it. The black horse, not so much. But this action card that's showing up, 17, is reduced to 8 too. And that's the magic. That's the strength card in the tarot, but it's also the figure 8. As above, so below. As within, so without. Taking action. And there's positive action. That one wants to come out. Ace of Swords. Really gaining clarity, Spirit. How do you see this? Because you know what? I'm done. I'm done with any negative thinking, trying to be sloppy with my control over the situation. I'm taking and finding my motivation in a healthy way. And I'm done being poor. I'm done being limited with all of that. Whatever it is for you. Financial constraints it doesn't feel too good. And, trying to gain control. This one, it might be someone that's in your life that's been trying to, manipulate you in a way. But you're gaining control of the situation because you're listening to Spirit. That's the Fibonacci sequence here. And again, here's the figure 8 above her head. As above, so below. She's got her eyes closed. She's listening. Ace of Swords is clarity. It is total clarity. Okay. It's one of those cards. First of all, the aces are gifts. They're gifts from Spirit coming in because you've gotten to the point where you're just not going to, try to figure this out so much in your head. Okay. That you're gaining the insight from Spirit. You're breaking free from things that don't feel good. It's also clear communication too. Swords are, the air signs of Aquarius, which we're in now, Gemini or Libra. And you might have a rising sign of that too. Okay, so look into your chart to see your rising sign. You're getting a better understanding. And you're moving in the right direction and making the right decision for yourself. So it's right now to go into the next stage, and you'll be free and happy when you move forward. And it's right underneath that that motivation to take control of your finances, take control of what's going on here. I don't know why the other card was sitting on top of here. Okay. Spirit, what else do we have for this reading? We have the Strength card. We have the Queen of Cups. Five of Cups. Let's move this up here so we can see all the cards. Five of Cups, Ace of Swords, Five of Cups, Strength card, the Justice card, and we have the Four of Swords. We're going to get some clarifiers for this. Okay. So the Strength card comes in, and the Strength card is this year's energy. We're in an 8 year, meaning that we're in a year where you're going to have that love that comes from within and really move forward, being strong, confident, and capable, because she's tamed the lion. She's tamed the lamb, and she's half lion. And she's got, again, the figure 8. That's a theme in this reading. There's the figure 8 on her arm right there. She's got her heart on her chest. She's open. Okay. So it's basically an overcoming of doubt. That's that vulnerability, being guarded when you're not feeling right, especially that financial constraint card that's really gaining my attention. And you're not feeling right. The Strength card comes in and gives you that strength to achieve with compassion and vulnerability, basically. Being able to be vulnerable, not knowing where the situation's going to go, but you know that it's going to work out. So it's releasing your emotions, and instead of using force, your humility and your knowledge is going to lead you out of the situation. Again, vulnerability is a good place to be, because that means you're releasing the control. So that's so important to see. This Queen of Cups is all about intuition. She's listening. Look at her, eyes closed. It's so cool. Eyes closed, Ace of Swords, eyes closed, Queen of Cups, clarity. She's gaining her wisdom. She's giving up control. She's look at her crowns floating above her head. She's receiving information from her higher self. Spirit, how do you see this? This is out of my hands. What do I do? She's asking for help. The Queen of Cups is basically your energy. It's the water signs of Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Okay, so you're being guided by love, intuition, strength comes in, Queen of Cups comes in. She's mindful, basically, of how she treats herself. She's really caring about how she feels with her compassion. Okay, she might come off of moody because, things might be happening, but because you're setting your boundaries here. That's that moving out of that control and guarded vulnerability. And you're being empathetic towards your situation and others. Okay, so that's important for you to understand. This Five of Cups, and I feel like you're moving away from this. She's depressed. She's pouring that Five of Cups with her foot down into this black hole to finally release it. But look right here, that cup is full. She's just not seeing it. And something really got to you that's made you depressed, made you feel vulnerable again. This is a general reading, so put the pieces where they go for you. Justice comes in and balances out. Something's being justified, basically. It's being balanced out. It's being balanced out, and you're moving out of that mode, again, of that financial constraint. You're finding balance. And then the Four of Swords is gaining your rest after that heartache, that Five of Cups. Four of Swords comes after the Three of Swords, where something really got your mind, and then the minds formed emotions that really did not serve you very well. We have the Ace of Swords that came in at the very beginning of this, so you're getting clarity, listening to your intuition. And the Justice card is balancing things out. Okay, so things are looking up for you, Pisces. And like I have to say as the very beginning, is that something came in, and it could have been last night. It could have interrupted your sleep. You're not faking it until you can't be positive all the time when it's not right, when it doesn't feel right to do. Now, it's always good to lean towards the positive, but sometimes you're just not there all the time, okay? Something that happened in the past is finally coming up. The actions, that's what karma is, basically. It's actions. So people don't use the word karma correctly. Like karma is going to get you, or, that's karma when you see something happen to somebody. Well, there's past action, because karma is a Sanskrit word, which means action. So whatever actions that happened is that it's coming today and it's manifesting into your life, okay? So there's balance that's going to be restored to the situation here. If you feel stuck and something's unfair, you should leave. And that's what that control tactics card is, whatever you're doing with that. There could be something, a legal document or something coming into as well. Let's look a little further into this reading. Okay, so we're going to draw into this deck here, Morgan Greer tarot deck, and see what we have for the clarifiers. And again, if this is resonating, please give a thumbs up, claim the reading, and I would love to hear from you too in the comments. I would love to hear from you guys as we continue to build this channel. I simply love doing these readings, and I started doing it every day for Pisces. I am a Pisces, Aquarius rising, and so I benefit from these readings too as well. So what do we have here, Spirit? What's this Ace of Swords? We have the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands with the Ace of Swords, it could have been, again, your own mental thoughts getting to you. It's competition. If you look, there's many different hands, different opinions, different abilities. Everyone's got something to bring to the table. So truly, there's no true competition. It's more of a healthy thing. If it turns unhealthy, then there can be competition to see who wins. But it can be the choice to excel together. Okay, so that could be something that's also happening within your mind. But next to this Ace of Swords is you're gaining clarity and moving away from that Five of Wands. Let's see a little further here. What's this Five of Wands, Spirit? We have the Strength card again. So we have the Strength card twice next to each other here. So when you see the cards twice, especially with a Major Arcana, it's real and it's happening. And the Strength card, it magnifies the energy of the card. You have the strength, compassion, love, and understanding to move through the situation, especially with this Ace of Swords coming in, total mental clarity to move beyond any of the things that are constraining you, that control, being guarded, vulnerable. You're taking action to the situation. Spirit, what is the Strength card? We have the Nine of Wands. So as you can see, he's moving. Yeah, he's looking over here to the Strength cards. So 8, 9, and 10 in numerology is moving beyond. So it's coming to an end. Maybe that final look over at the Strength before he moves on. But look at all the green growing on the wand. So definitely something's moving. And wands are the fire energy too. Just the Strength card's a Leo. That's a fire energy. So you've got a lot of fire here. A lot of wand fire. Taking action. There's that action. Action. Find your motivation, which you are. There's that action energy. Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius energies here. He's looking over at the Strength card. You have the strength to move beyond this, Pisces. What's this Nine of Wands, Spirit? You have the Seven of Pentacles. So you've invested the time. You've invested into the situation. He's looking over too, this way. You've invested into the situation. So you indeed are moving beyond. And you're gaining clarity. And, you know, also means that sevens are review time. Sevens are times where we stop. And he's got the hoe, he's dug the seeds, he's planted the seeds, and he's just waiting and watching for this to grow. They're both looking this way towards the Strength card, so that's important to see that. We have this Queen of Cups. Spirit, what is this Queen of Cups? We have the Queen of Cups to the Queen of Cups. No fooling. This is beautiful. So, you can't make this stuff up. This is brilliant. Queen of Cups doubly magnifies the reading. Look at the Queen looking over at the Queen. They're all looking this way towards the Strength. Pisces, I see this. You have the strength to finally move and make leaps and bounds. Okay, this reading is absolutely stunning. I mean, I'm wowed by this because you're literally, just this first card that we drew is the energy that's going on here. Look at this powerful image. I mean, she's jumping up in the air. She's got her bow and she is shooting that off into that financial constraints and shooting it off into that controlled tactics, the guarded vulnerability, and taking action with compassion and strength behind you, with mental clarity, moving beyond anything that's competitive, whether with yourself, your thoughts, or somebody else, or a group of people. You're using your intuition. You're highly using your intuition and listening to spirit at this time. It's a big time for Pisces, especially during this Aquarius time, that the group is listening finally to that intuition. 5 of Cups, Spirit, what is this? We have the Emperor card. The Emperor card is basically, the Emperor is the King of Kings, okay? The Emperor is the King of Kings, and it's a very masculine energy. And if you look at this next to the 5 of Cups here, I'm just going to bring this out. He's looking over at that 5 of Cups. You're taking charge. Okay, so you're doing what you need to do to reach your goal, and you're becoming a leader. You're taking charge in your life, and it's going to pay off. You also need to connect to the masculine side. So we have a lot of feminine energy here with this Queen of Cups, which is fabulous. You're definitely in touch with the feminine. But here is connecting to that masculine side too, balancing it off. I wouldn't be surprised if the Temperance card comes in here. So it's basically overcoming anything that is thrown at you, and that's what you're doing. You're overcoming the misery of what you've been feeling with this 5 of Cups coming in here. And you might be receiving help from an older person that's going to be coming, older male person coming into your life here. It's balancing it out. You're finally justice coming in and finally balancing it out the equation. And again, balancing the masculine and the feminine. What is this Justice card, Spirit? Yeah, you're moving on. If you look at the 6 of Cups, it's moving on. See the turbulent waters here? And it's calmer here. So moving on. Cups meaning emotions, relationships, moving on from any of those relations, emotions that haven't been serving you, because you're balancing it all out. Okay, and we're going to see, what is this 4 of Swords, Spirit? We have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is a new, younger type of energy. You're going at it with new eyes as you are balancing out your masculine and feminine energy, listening more to your intuition as you move beyond any of this constraints, any of the control, any of that vulnerability or guarding that you're doing for yourself, protecting your emotions from not being hurt so much anymore. Pisces has been through a lot of stuff, but you're a different person now. You're going to move forward and not look so much at the past. You're not going to be, it's almost like you're losing your memory in a way. You're not going to be looking at the past. It didn't work. Then, you're afraid to move forward because you're looking so much at the past. But you're gaining your rest here with that 4 of Swords. And again, coming back to that Ace of Swords is gaining that clarity, rest. The page, they're looking this way. Not all of them are looking this way. I mean, look at them. This 9 is looking, 9 of Wands, the 7 of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the Emperor, this Page of Pentacles, they're all looking this way. It's a totally new beginning for you, Pisces. This is a beautiful thing. This Page of Pentacles is offering in a coin, if you look at the Page of Pentacles there. So something tangible is coming in. You're taking the calculated risk, basically. Again, it's a childlike energy and moving on and more innocently with your money, because moving away from that financial constraints, gaining more of that innocence about you with that intuition, moving more with the childlike energy in the sense that it's a new beginning with your finances. Feeling grounded, okay? Building strong self-esteem, basically. And achieving your goals that way. Pentacles are the Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo signs too. Okay, so what is this Page of Pentacles here? And then we have the celebration time. So here we go with the celebration with others, that loosening up. I hear loosening up, letting go of your past, starting new, letting down your guard, listening to spirit, having your mental clarity, and you're finding motivation to finally move forward. Okay. Let's see from the Fortune Oracle. And again, if these messages are resonating, I would love to hear from you. I would love to get some feedback from you to see if they're actually resonating. And I do these messages. I mean, they resonate with me, but I'm not doing the reading solely for myself. There's you guys that come in here, and it may not be a big channel as of yet, but it is growing, and I do appreciate you. And the more we get in here, the more we'll see as the messages come in, and we'll hear from others. And again, I would love to hear from you, and thank you for subscribing too. Okay, Spirit, what do we have here? Goals. Progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved. And that's exactly what we're saying, especially with that Page of Pentacles. The financial constraints, moving beyond. It's brand new beginning because you're listening to your intuition. You're moving more now, Pisces, with your intuition and into balancing things out. Let's do another one. Flowers. Be generous. Success and emotional fulfillment are yours. And here's the 11 again. It's almost like the 9 of Cups, which is the emotional fulfillment card. So being generous with yourself first, really loving yourself, having that love for yourself, Pisces, it's huge because then you can truly be there for others. And you don't feel vulnerable and guarded and trying to be in control, or someone trying to be in control of you, using tactics over you that just is not cool. So they can't get, they basically can't get away with that. So, what do we have here, Spirit, for this deck? This is the Energy Oracle cards, and I just love these cards. They're like Reiki. Yeah, they're energy. They're just beautiful statements in these cards. Spirit, what do we have? Learning to love myself. I choose to see the beauty in me. My wealth lies in my nature and potential. I transform my weaknesses into strengths. And I realize that I'm a being of light, and I allow myself to shine. And that's exactly, I mean, we had the Strength card come in twice. We had the Queen of Cups come in twice. So it's all about being compassionate and loving towards the self, and then it ricochets off to others. Acceptance. I accept every step that life presents me with resistance, without resistance. Any resistance that comes, I accept it. I try to find out what the universe is trying to teach me so that I can grow. Thus, I advance in freedom on the path of light. It's beautiful. And we're going to do one more card to finish up the reading. Vitality. I'm a being of light. I accept the divine energy in my body, and every one of my cells regenerates. That is gorgeous. There's a meditation that I put in the description, and it's offered by Tom Kenyon. He's a world-renowned sound healer. If you scroll down the disclaimer with each of the description of the videos, you'll come to a link where you can go to his listening room, and then you can listen to the meditation of the Seed of Life, the Flower of Life meditation he's offered, and it's free. It's about 5 minutes long. You can get the extended version of 82 minutes if you go into a store. It costs about $10. If you really resonate with this, it really clears out things. That's why I was thinking about it, because this is all about I accept the divine energy in my body, and every one of my cells regenerates, and that's what this meditation does, especially during this upgrade of a really intensity that's going on this year. It'll make more sense, but we're moving through a lot of chaotic upgrades. And so if you're feeling any of that within your body, which you are because you're a Pisces, or if it resonates with you, click on that link and follow the instructions for that, okay? And I appreciate, again, you being in here. Thank you so much, Spirit, for these messages. Yeah, thank you for liking and subscribing to the channel, and many blessings on your journey.